Welcome back to Polybridge. Today we'll be moving on to Snowdrift, the snowy part of the game, and we will go on from there. Let's get to it. First up is Lubeck. Okay, so this would look like A2 needs to jump over to A2 over there. A1 needs to roll about and do a flip back and land on A1. Should be easy enough. Let's get to it. Build a frame for this one. Set out a couple of roads. I think that should be good enough. We'll test it now. Moving here. Finishing that. Connecting the parts. Let's see how this works for that one. Does not work at all. Needs to be a bit longer and maybe a bit lower. Let's see what I can come up with for a second attempt. Alright, for a second attempt I made it a bit steeper, built it a bit longer. Let's see what happens here. Okay, it does not hold. Quickly do a third attempt. Just by supporting the whole bridge of steel. That holds. Jumps nice and over if there's a structure in the middle. So let's start with a structure in the middle. Getting that over there. Let's build it as straight up as possible. Getting a curve. Unlock that. Should be something like that maybe. Just flatten that bottom part out a bit. And deleting that last road. Let's see if this will work. Build a frame over here. Connect it there with steel. Oh, jumped over there. Second part with steel. Now let's see if this works. Doesn't hold. Gets there in the end. Second one also gets there. Thing just needs to be supported over there. Maybe if we put another support like that over there. Let's see if this will work. Works nice and good. And the second one makes it just a bit over budget, so let's see what we can do about that. Alright, made a simpler structure and changed the road a bit. It seems to work now. Again, nice flip, moves a bit too far, but the second car luckily can push it all the way to where it needs to end. It just takes time. And there we have it. Let's move on to the next one. Triple split. Okay, 3 cars. I'm thinking of 3 different speeds. Let's just get a basic structure to see where we can get to this. There should be fine. Wood should be fine, or strong enough to hold this. Might take a while. We'll be back with the frame finished. Okay, so the ramp is done. Let's see how it handles the cars. First one, real nice. Second one, not so good. What's the third one gonna do? It's just gonna fall straight down. Okay. So to combat that, we're gonna first put the grid on. No, not over there. Put it over there. Build a steel frame to support. Hopefully that should get the police car. Okay, that's good enough for the police car. And build 2 roads for the other car. Maybe just support it with rope. Bit over budget, we'll work on that now. First car good, second car good. Not good on the third. Alright, I'll be back with a solution for this in just a second. And the solution. Tilted down the bridge just a bit here in the middle. Made a nice road for 2 still. 3, adjusted it a bit so that it can hold 3. So let's see what happens. First one good. Second one lands a bit nicer. Let's see what happens with the third one. Nice landing and on its back over the line. Let's move on to the next one. 3-3 looper. Okay, for this one it looks like as if we're gonna have to go through 1, up to 2 and around back to A, down there. Seems simple enough. In theory, let's get started with that. Okay, so with the first part, build a nice ramp. That does not work. That needs support. Okay, for the first part, build a nice ramp. Going through A1. The car is a bit fast and will need to be slowed down, so maybe if we build just a road over here connected with a rope, that should slow it down without breaking anything. Let's see if it works, if we build it correctly. Let's see if this works. Okay, so it does slow it down. We're just going to need to adjust that. See if this works. Not really. It's getting better. I think with a couple of iterations we can get there. So I'm gonna get started with that. See you now. Okay, so far this seems to work. I think it breaks. But if we add a support structure for where the car should land, it should work, I think. So basically what we're gonna need to do is build a road here. And support it with steel. So that it can land over there, and then hopefully it should hold and we can end up or finish this level or this bridge. Let's see if this idea will work. Goes up. Doesn't break except for over there. Okay. I'm gonna get working on that, and yeah, it might take some time, so let's see what I can come up with. Okay, so the finished product looks something like this. Nice and slow through the first one, breaking the speed over there, the car flipping, lands quite nice, ramping over and landing on the finish and driving off safely to their next destination. I think that will be it for this episode. Hopefully, if you liked this video, give it a like, give it a subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode. Cheers.